Hey, and welcome to the Jessica Paul podcast. I'm your host, Jess Paul, actress, manifestation expert, and mindset coach. And I'm here to share with you all of my secrets on confidence, success, and the magic of manifestation. If you're ready to dive in deep and see more success in your career, more money in your bank account, and more love in your life, with a whole new level of freedom, then you're in the right place. I'm letting loose on everything you need to take back control of your life, up-level your mindset, and tap into your manifestation powers. I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the JP podcast. It's me, your host, your manifestation mentor, your spiritual bestie, and all of the great things to help you manifest that life you freaking love. And guys, before we even get into today's episode, I just want to say a massive thank you because I've been receiving so many messages from you guys after last week's episode. So many of you tuned into last week's episode, and I did, of course, drop a big life update that I am moving to LA. And so many of you just wrote in and just said, like, you know, good luck and like wish you well for it all. And that really means a lot to me. It's obviously really exciting, but it's also freaking scary, as is anything when you're taking this big risk, this big leap in life. And we do just have to hold our hands for the fear. We have to run with the fear. We just have to allow it all. So that's been something I've been, you know, consciously doing since making this decision. But all of your messages mean so much to me. But anyway, guys, for this week's podcast episode, we're going in again on your money mindset. So I have said from now until the end of this year, guys, it's all about money. It's all about manifesting that money. And as you know, in last week's sponsor, I brought out this free money mindset event, which I'm going to be hosting for you. So I'm going to be talking a bit more about that. But for today's episode, we're going in on one big reason why you could be blocking the money, like why it's not coming in for you. And I'm going to be explaining it all today. And it's a very great episode. I'm very excited to share it with you. But first, let's get into our sponsor for this week. And that is, of course, my 6-week money mindset course. Guys, this is 6 weeks of money freaking magic, and it is available right now. It is dropped. It is there. You can click the link in my show notes to go and click purchase right now for it. And guys, I have been working tirelessly on this course for you. One thing about me is that when I am inspired by something, when I'm like passionate about something, I just put everything into it. I'm up all night, every night. I'm, you know, waking up in the morning, getting straight back into it. And basically inside this course, I've just got every single one of my secrets, every single one on how I manifested a massive amount of money into my life and how I continued to manifest that money. How I went from literally broke, out of work actress to creating a 6-figure business, earning 5 figures a month, like just living this life of freedom, and how exactly you guys can do that too. So it is literally jam-packed with all of my own journal prompts, my own worksheets, meditations, hypnosis, all of my rituals, my money rituals, which I absolutely love. And you're all getting the opportunity to get in on this energy with me. And not only this, guys, but you're actually having the opportunity to get in on my energy for 6 whole weeks of Q&As and coaching calls with me, all in on your money mindset. So this is quite exclusive. Like, this isn't going to happen forever. This is happening in the month of December. So for those of you that are purchasing it right now in this month, you're getting these 6 live coaching calls with me. And guys, on a coaching call with me, I mean, if any of you have been on a coaching call with me before, we just go all in. Like, the energy is fire. We're making sure we're getting to the root of all of your blocks. We're shifting that energy. And this is what this course is all about. It's shifting all your money blocks. It's aligning you with that frequency of wealth and money and abundance, and it's just helping you manifest it in. So you're getting this whole course, you're getting these 6 weeks live coaching with me if you purchase it now. And not only this, on top of all of this, I'm doing an exclusive bonus for all of you guys that listen to the podcast. This is exclusively for you guys. You know that I love you, every single one of you that tune in. I appreciate you so much, every single one of you that tune in every week. So I'm doing an exclusive bonus just for you guys, and I'm giving you 10% off this course just for this month only, like I said. And you're also getting a free bonus training for tapping for money, EFT training. And I've not spoken that much about EFT training, but like I'll probably go in on it in another podcast episode, but this is just basically an energy clearing tool, guys. And it's about clearing all of the negative energy out when it comes to money from your system. And this is the deep work this is what I mean, guys. This is not surface level work. This is the sort of stuff that we need to go into if you really want to shift your energy and your beliefs around money. So you're getting a free, I think 25-minute, half-hour training on this as well as this 10% off. And that's all for you guys exclusively as my podcast listeners. So basically, all I ask of you guys that listen in, if you do want to grab these bonuses, is just head over to Apple Podcasts and scroll down and leave a review. And so write out that review and take a screenshot of it so that I know you've left it, and drop me a DM over at I am Jessica Paul over on Instagram. And I will be sending you through the link for this 10% off and all of these exclusive bonuses if you want to purchase it right now. Now, there's also a payment plan option, guys, for those of you that don't want to or can't pay it up front. I always have a payment plan option available because this is the thing with money energy. We know that we're getting an energy exchange here. You guys that know me and know my energy, you know that if you want it or you don't, right? So the thing is I always make it completely accessible for everybody. So there's a payment plan option, but again, if you need the payment plan option, then all you've got to do is drop me a DM over on Instagram, because we'll chat through it together, we'll figure out the best thing for you, and we will get you going. So now, for those of you that maybe have only just come across me, you haven't worked with me before, you don't know the type of courses that I bring out, and you're sitting on the fence a little bit about this. Maybe you've heard it and you're like, oh my God, yes, I want in on this money course, but I just have a few questions. I have got this free money mindset event going on. This is on the 21st of November this month, 8 p.m. GMT time. And this is happening over Zoom, guys, and we're going to get together and we're going to have a big event. We're going to chat all things money mindset. We're going to go through some of your money blocks and figure out what's holding you back. And I'm going to be opening up the floor for you guys to ask all the questions you want about the course, about money mindset. And again, you don't have to get in on the course to come to this money mindset event. You're going to be getting a ton of value from this event, this free event. But if you do know that this is something that you've wanted to do and you want to get in on my magic, then you have this opportunity to ask all these questions. So you can go ahead right now, hit the link in my show notes, make sure you go and sign up. This is the 21st of November, and I'll see you guys there. I'm very, very excited. Just so many great things dropping this month. So a quick life update then before we get into this episode. So I've obviously just been getting everything ready to go to LA. And like I said, been kind of fighting through this fear at the same time. But I literally, the other day, sold my bed. And I mean, I'm on the floor for the next month. Guys, these are things you got to do when you're actually going for taking these risks. I am going with completely no attachment. So that just means that I'm getting rid of everything. I'm obviously letting go of my flat. I'm getting rid of all my furniture. I'm getting rid of most of my possessions. And I'm just going off with nothing, with no cords attached to the UK, really, because that's how you create the most space for miracles to fly in. When you have absolutely zero attachment and you're just right, okay, I'm an open channel, just show me how good it can get, universe, So that's kind of what's going on for me this week. I've sold my bed, but also, funnily enough, guys, I've manifested a great deal of money this week, and there are no coincidences. I've literally been tirelessly working on this money mindset course for you. It means I've been going back in on all of the basics myself, because I've been recording myself training them. So it is no coincidence that then that's the time I get a massive check through. So I actually got it through from, again, very unexpected, because this is the thing about money. It can come through from so many different channels. You don't know where it's going to come through half the time when you're really aligned with the energy. So it actually came through from an acting job that I'd done, and I just got this buyout and I got loads of money in my account. And it's literally as soon as I'd finished recording the last training for the money course, and I was like, damn, there is no coincidence. So they're my little life updates. Let's get into today's episode. So, one big reason why you could be blocking your money, why the money isn't flowing in for you, let's go in on this, right? This is actually something that I myself did for so many years, and it's something that I see so many of like my friends and family do as well. And basically, it's if you have ever got pissed off when you've had to spend your money, when you've had to invest in something, when there's something that you've had to pay for, let's say it's a bill or an expense for your business, or, you know, just quite simply something that you've got to spend your money on. Like, let's say, for example, an actor has to get headshots done, right? That's just a part of your business. That's a part of your career, right? Or even, for example, like really general, you know, just going to the supermarket and buying your food, right? Buying your weekly shop, right? If you've ever got pissed off with the amount that has come to, let's say you get the bill, let's say you get the receipt, and you're like, why the hell was it that much? I didn't think it was worth that much. It shouldn't have been that much money. What you're doing there is you're signaling to the universe that you can't take financial responsibility. What you guys need to know is that because money is just energy, which I've said before, the way that energy is circulating is so important. So like I said, you imagine this is like a constant river that's flowing of money energy. That is the economic flow. Like that money might not be in your pocket right now, but it's in the pocket of someone else, and they're about to go and spend it on something, which means that it has the potential to end up in your pocket at some point, right? But if that energy is being circulated in a negative way, in a really shitty way, then that means the way that you receive your money is gonna feel the same. So when you're letting go of your money in a really shitty, negative, pissed off way, that level of resistance that you are letting go of that money with, that's going to come back to you. Now that's the law of attraction, because you know that whatever you're putting out is going to come back, right? So if you're getting pissed off every time you have to pay a bill, every time that money is going out of your account, then all you're doing is you're making it a much less enjoyable process to actually receive that money. The level of resistance you have around letting go of your money is the level of resistance you're going to have around receiving money. So when you're pissed off with something, when you're pissed off with letting go of something, then it's just going to feel, you're going to feel even more pissed off when it comes to actually making that money come in. It's going to feel hard. It's going to feel frustrating. It's going to feel annoying, right? And that all comes down to the fact and the way that you are circulating this money energy. Now I get it. The fear can come in sometimes when you see a big bill, when, you know, something's like more money than you thought it was going to be, for example, or I don't know, just anything that you thought, okay, I wasn't expecting that. I get the fear can come in because you're like, oh gosh, I hadn't budgeted for that, or I don't quite have that money, you know. But the thing is that money is an energy exchange, which means you're always getting something back for the money that you're putting into something. Like you're always going to receive value from that thing. However big, however small, you're always going to get something back from it. And I think people can forget that is the way this energy works. And the more you're focusing on how pissed off you are that you have to pay it and how much resistance you feel around it and how annoying it is that you've got to let go of that money, the less you're actually focusing on what you're receiving, because you're always going to receive something back. Even, guys, when you pay your taxes, you're receiving back by contributing to an economic flow. Every time you let go of money, you receive back. That's just the law, right? So what we've got to get into the habit of is, rather than being so focused on how negative it is to let go of this money and how pissed off it is and how annoying it is to let go of this money, we need to focus on what we're actually receiving. You know, you're spending your money on your weekly food shop. You're receiving that food to go and make that food, right? You're spending your money on, like I say, headshots as an actor. You're receiving those headshots to then go off and help your acting career. Or let's say, for example, you're spending money on your business for something for your business, like a self-development course, like even a course like the course I've just brought out. Like you're spending your money on that course and you're receiving back the value and the knowledge on, for example, my course, how to make more money. Like, you're always receiving something back. And I think that so many of us can fall into the habit of not focusing on what you're receiving, but actually focusing more on what you're letting go of. Now, the other thing here is, with not taking this financial responsibility, I've seen this a number of times in a few people, and I've seen it in my own business, where, for example, you'll invest in something, but then you won't actually complete the payments on that thing, right? You'll say, yes, I'm doing this, but then you don't fulfill that commitment, right? Now, like I said, with this energy, what you're doing here is you're just muddying that energy. You're making the energy really, really wobbly when you do this. For example, in my own business, when I've had, for example, some people come in and I've put them on payment plans and they've not completed those payment plans and they just haven't delivered the money, and I've had to chase them on the money. Now, what all that's doing, guys, is it's signaling to the universe, I'm not in control of my finances. I'm not in control of this energy. And if the universe is picking up on that from you, it's going to go, well, I'm not going to give you any more then, because you can't handle it. And that's all you're going to be signaling to the universe. I can't handle it, right? So I see this as well, guys, for example, in my acting career, when you've got producers that will kind of take advantage of artists in a way, and, you know, tell them that it's an unpaid gig, but, you know, they're doing it for the experience. Where, yes, there's some cases where that energy exchange is true and it's pure and it is real. And sometimes in life that is the case, and that helps you gain experience, and that's great. But there's some producers that I know that could have paid and they choose not to out of their own gain, right? And again, what that does is that makes that energy very, very wobbly, because if these people are absolutely cool and great and fine with receiving the money, but then when it comes to letting go of the money, they hate it and they're pissed off with it, then you're just confusing the universe, right? You're confusing this energy. You're muddying this energy up. We've got to make sure that within this flow, within this money flow, we've got the same steady, solid vibration throughout. So that means whatever energy you have when you receive the money, and it's probably going to be gratitude and excitement and love and everything, then that's the same energy you need to have when you let go of your money. Because if not, you're confusing the universe. It's a very wobbly energy, and the universe loves solid energy. The universe loves energy that is committed and, you know, consistent. Consistency is key, guys, okay? So I see this the most in people when you're getting pissed off. And like I said, with not taking this financial responsibility, there's another law here that you guys need to know exists, and that is the law of cause and effect. So for all it, and again, like, don't be hard on yourself if you have been this person, but just know that if you have been this person, you do need to think about it, because for anybody who has not gone through with a commitment in terms of paying, you know, their payment plan off, or, you know, paying a bill, or paying someone for their service when they deserve that money. If you've not done that, then what's going to happen is karma's going to get involved, guys. Karma is a thing. Karma is an energy that exists, and that is the law of cause and effect. Basically, that action of not paying is going to cause a reaction, which is going to come back and bite you on the ass, basically. So remember, we're so emotionally charged around money in general. This is another thing that I'm going to go on massively inside this money course. Like, I get it. There is a lot of fear around money. But if you are not in tune with how this energy works and how this energetic flow works, then you're going to find it just really, really difficult to call any more money in. It's going to become such a struggle for you. It's going to feel really, really resistant, which is what, for most people in general, it feels like when making money. It doesn't feel like an easy task. And a lot of that is to do with how you're letting go of your money. So basically, check in with yourselves, guys. If you have been getting pissed off, or finding that you're feeling like annoyed every time you've got to pay a bill, or every time, like I say, you pay your taxes. I literally this year, guys, paid one of the biggest tax bills of my entire fucking life, right? It was literally, oh my God, I can't even remember exactly how much it was, but it was definitely over 20K worth of taxes. And I remember clicking on my online banking to let go of that money, and I watched it go out of my account, and I made such a conscious effort to control my energy in that moment and make sure that the way I was letting go of that money was in a very fifth dimensional, loving gratitude way, because that's how it's then going to flow back to me in life, you know? So if you have been that person, or if you have felt this from yourself, don't be hard on yourself. I get it. There's a lot of fear around money, but check in with it. And equally, if you have been that person that has in their past not taken financial responsibility, not paid a bill, not paid for a service, as I say, in my own acting career, been that producer that hasn't paid their actors, like, you know, again, actually, a little plug here, guys, before I go on. I'm actually producing a film at the moment. This is the second film I will have produced. And again, the amount of money, I've paid my actors on both of the films. And this film, the money has gone up. And again, it makes your thing stand out from the crowd, because this is all about the value that you're giving. So if you have done that in the past where you've not taken that financial responsibility, you've not paid for a service or paid for a bill, check in with that. Forgive yourself for it, but know that this is all part of tuning in with this energy. This is all part of understanding this energetic flow that is money and making it an easier process to call it in. So this is getting down to the nitty-gritty, guys. Nitty-gritty of money mindset, the nitty-gritty of these money energetics. Because remember, like, this isn't surface level stuff. Like, you will find that when you're scrolling online, or you're, like, let's say scrolling through TikTok, there's going to be loads of things you see about money manifestation that is surface level. Like, you're not just going to write a few affirmations down and then the money come to you. There is so much in this work, and it's deep. And that's why I'm really passionate about it. So if this episode has helped, I would love to find out your thoughts on it. Go ahead and tag me over on Instagram. Take a screenshot of this. I love to see your shares. But if you are ready and you want to go fully in on this with me as your mentor for 6 weeks and just smash it all out, bulldoze down all of these limiting beliefs, clear out all this shitty energy, and actually finally in your life call this money in, then basically get yourself in on this course. The link is in my show notes. You can click, you can go and purchase it right now. Drop me a DM with any questions. I'll see you in the free money event on the 21st of November, and just go and have the best, most abundant week. I'll chat to you all next week, guys. Lots of love. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who you think would love it too. And if you want to let me know how you found it, just screenshot this episode, add it to your Instagram story, and tag me at I am Jessica Paul so that I can throw all the love right back at you. And of course, subscribe, hit those 5 stars, and leave a review to show your support and to keep the good stuff coming. Sending you so much love and gratitude from your girl Jess.